this man to get out here, and we was having a real good time all up until I decided to bring my friend out. Look at my friend.
He won't even cuddle with me, y'all. He won't even spoon with me. He really put me in my car and told me to go home.
Boy, ain't no waiting, boy.
Just because a woman flies a man out and takes him out to dinner doesn't mean he has to clap your cheeks. The women in the video today are going to learn the hard way that entitlement does not work both ways. I don't want to hold you, so go ahead and hit that like button. Definitely share the video. If this is your first time watching, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let's get to it.
Oh my God, what's going on?
You just come out here for a second.
Why is this lady begging some man to come out? That is...
Greg.
Excuse me, lady. Why are you calling Greg? I don't understand.
That's my fiance.
No. You're disturbing us.
You're disturbing me.
No, you're mentally disturbed.
Okay, you're disturbing me.
We're not gonna have this here in our neighborhood.
Excuse me?
You. Wait, hold on. I am in charge of this neighborhood committee. I am not gonna have some ratchet lady in this time of night disturbing us. Your fiance left you out, and that's when you're gonna be out. Goodbye. Have a great day.
That woman out there trying to make sure she get married, whatever she did wrong, he wants her to forgive her, while the other girl who don't have no man don't understand what's going on. Times have changed.
Dick, no. You be on all these on Snapchat?
No.
You do all this shit? I want to know if any one of y'all, my daughter, hit my Snapchat up, run this up, comment something. McKenna, Jayla, all of y'all trifling. I done read all these messages. Have I not? Since you done told everybody that I got her phone. So now I'm going to be ignorant with it, okay? Tell everybody why you got your phone took. Since you want to be so grown. What was you doing? Huh?
No,
what was you doing?
You was being bold on conversation.
You were being bold on here with all these fake. Now tell these what the you was doing with who at that. Just in case it's just on here. That's how bold I am.
First of all, this is bad parenting. You're not teaching your daughter a lesson. You're actually embarrassing her, and then she's gonna live with regret her entire life. But she's gonna grow to dislike you. This is how the cycle continues to go. At the same time, these girls shouldn't be sneaking off doing things they shouldn't supposed to, but the apple never falls that far from the tree.
Like this, I told
Who was you in the car with?
Come on.
One of my friends.
What's his name?
Who was you in the car with? Chris, I hope you're down here. You nasty little, you lucky her daddy got to yo.
Chris was in there having a good time. And if he does have a woman, he didn't care about her at that time. But when it comes to these situations, all the young dudes just want to clap cheeks. They get caught.
What you about to do?
What was y'all doing?
What was y'all about to do?
Because I could have swore y'all were making out, right?
So what was the next step?
We were talking
What?
about
Man,
some
stop the talking.
What was y'all
was
doing?
in the dark parking lot.
Y'all was in a dark
Kissing
parking
back,
lot
and
making the out. Remind y'all, she left with McKenna though, right? McKenna, you're her best friend though, right? You left my daughter.
Every teenager sneaks out the house, and judging by the way that the mom is acting, you was that girl sneaking out too. So you know you done got your cheeks clapped in the back of a car as well.
That's girl code, right? You left my daughter with the... You ain't no friend, honey. Stay up away from my daughter. Y'all all some little hoes on here. I read all y'all messages. It don't make her no better. But the fact that y'all supposed to be friends, you left my daughter. Obviously, y'all don't know girl code. She don't have no social media. Don't have no phone. I'm pretty sure she didn't already told y'all. So now I'm gonna make a video since she want to be sneaky.
She had the father in the background ad-libbing what the mom is talking. When it's all said and done, that girl is all ready for the streets if she's getting her cheeks clapped. All she has to do is have a baby and the system's gonna take care of her. Get in the comments and let me know, was that a good mom or not?
I can't believe I just spent $3,500 on a flight, a last minute flight for this man to get out here. And we was having a real good time all up until I decided to bring my friend out. Look at my friend. She's bad. Look at me. Flight was 30.
Listen.
Come on, man.
You didn't tell me you was bringing somebody else here.
It doesn't matter about bringing somebody. It was a surprise.
I don't move like that.
Not every man is sitting up watching P-Hub all day, hoping that they can live out these fantasies. Some dudes have more respect for themselves. That's something that women don't understand because they think every man is thinking with what's between their legs. Not realizing you miss out on the men that are thinking with their brain. The men between the legs is only there to give you power.
I'm supposed to be talking to you and only you. I don't just talk to you.
Whatever, bro. Now you got my friend ready to go. Like, do you see her? Do you see me?
You can have anything. I don't know.
You just supposed to be fun. We supposed to be having us a good time.
Have a good time. Let me go to a movie to eat. relax, chill, vibe out.
Well, it's not about bringing people you don't know. It's the
It is about being around people you don't know, especially when you're not from out of town. I'll be kind of suspect too if I popped up and the girl wanted me to smash her friends, but I still don't know who she is. You got to remember, he's from out of town.
It was 30 fishy. It is kind of fishy though. It is kind of fishy. Look at her. Look at us. That is kind of fishy
don't move
though.
like that.
Man, what?
Don't move like that.
Like what?
I hate when these girls that have big butts that look like trash bags. That's not a booty that a man wants, but those be the main ones shaking it. Ladies, you have changed the structure of how men think. It is drizzle season, and guys have walked away from relationships, and you still think power from 5 years ago still works, and it doesn't.
You don't come back ever. Don't text me. Don't call me. Don't tell me you miss me. I don't want to hear none of that. Stop missing me.
I don't even come.
Stop.
Women are always living their life like they're trying to write a book after, but the moment the man gets serious, that's when women want that fairy tale game to stop because reality starts to settle.
Stop crying, please, stop.
And then you want to break up with me and that's why you being like this. We just had a good day today.
Stop crying.
When a man picks up his bags and he's ready to go, all because of something you did, he let it build up. Men are not dumb nowadays. They're not trying to convince some thought bot to love them anymore. The moment the woman starts shines of being a thought bot is the moment guys are heading for the door. Drizzle.
Ridiculous. Going nowhere. You're not going nowhere. I don't care what you guys say. You're not going nowhere. You're gonna stay here. I don't know what it's giving to you, but you can just talk about it. You don't gotta break up with me. We don't wanna break up.
What if I just told you?
You don't wanna be with me. Everything we talked about, you put all this in my head. You made me just think we're gonna be there first for life, and you wanna up and leave.
I don't. Stop. Look, can you stop crying, please?
Women always want to change at the last minute when things get real. But one thing about a man, when he makes up his mind that he don't want to be with you, there's nothing you can do about it.
What do you do for a living?
I'm an entertainer.
What does that mean?
I'm an exotic dancer.
Oh, okay. So $4,000. Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me that dancers cannot be in their children's lives? Oh no, you said you don't want to be in the child's life.
Yes.
You just want him to pay you child support and you want him to assume the full responsibility of taking care of the child too, because he wanted the child.
Well, I didn't want child support from him. He can just have...
I mean, you don't want to pay him.
Correct.
No, that's not how this works. He is not going to be the one that takes care of the child 100% of the time, and then you just get to go dance or whatever it is that you do. I'm not exactly sure what you do at your overnight job. That's just not how it works.
She'll rather spend time being ran through and liberated. On top of that, she's not even attractive. So the clubs that she's working at are probably underground.
So let me tell you what we're going to do. You're going to start paying him child support a month. Now, in terms of visitation, if she doesn't want to visit with the child, there's nothing I can do to make her do that. However, she will start paying some sort of child support today. Okay?
Okay.
And you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you have a problem with that?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, just making sure. So,
Hopefully that judge make her put her money up and that man gets a fair ride of money for child support. It's always at least 20%. Get in the comments and let me know. Do you think she's really in
I already said I'm about to be done with dating, but after today, it just confirmed that I'm officially done. So this is the same guy that I went out on the date with like 2 weeks ago. We were talking earlier today. He told me like he's definitely going to see me today. Okay, cool. That was hours ago. I said, let me know. It wasn't definite plans, but he was like, you know, I'm definitely going to see you. We're going to do something today. Okay, cool. I didn't ask him. I didn't say, let's go here. Let's do this. That is what he told me. I said, cool. That was at like 6 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock. I have not heard from that man since. And the thing that really like grinds my gears, I'm not upset or disappointed or anything, but the thing that just like, is like you have no consideration, one.
Lady, men have to deal with this all day long. Sometimes multiple men a day dealing with the same woman. A woman has set a date with 15 guys and only go on one just to feel empowered, rejecting all the others. And then when it happens to you, now all of a sudden something's wrong with the world.
And then at this big age of 35 plus, you have terrible communication skills. How hard would it have been to send a text and be like, oh, something came up, or I know I said I'm going to see you, but today is not a good day.
His attraction levels are extremely low, and he didn't want to hurt your feelings, so it was best for him to just ghost you.
2 seconds to send a text, literally. I be trying so hard to give you the benefit of the doubt, but I can't anymore. I'm done. And I was sitting here toying back and forth like, should I say something? Should I not say something? But I am going to say something because A, I'm going to show you how to effectively communicate as an adult, and B, you have to teach people how to treat you. So maybe when you dated the last 3 girls, they were okay with this sort of behavior, but I am not.
But you're the clown going on a date with the same guy that ghosted you before.
I got catfish before. So if this is the worst day of my life, that said a lot. First of all, I tell my homegirl, I'm like, I really don't feel like going on this date. And she like, girl, he just graduated PA school. He is a doctor. You're going on this date.
And if you showed up on that date sounding and talking just like this, I can probably see why it turned into a bad date. He probably wanted to leave.
I tell him I do not like bars. I like hookah bars, hookah lounges, but I don't like bars. That's not my vibe. He takes me to a bar, and immediately I'm like, and he's like, oh, is this not your vibe? Let's go somewhere else. And we end up at a place that I know, a spot that I know that I like. Immediately, he puts his arm around me and starts taking pictures with me like I'm his wife, like I'm his woman. Mind you, this is my first time meeting this man. He is literally taking pictures of me, with me.
He's just trying to let you know that he thinks you're pretty and he doesn't mind sharing you with the world. It is kind of creepy though.
So I'm annoyed and I'm like looking at him like, that's weird. And he's like, what's weird? I said, it's weird that you're taking pictures of me and with me. I don't know you like that. Like, I don't. Homeboy has an attitude. He's just like, oh, that's weird. So the man comes to take our order for drinks. I order my drink. My go-to is lychee martini. So I order it, and he doesn't know what he wants. So my drink comes out, and he's like, oh, can I taste? I'm like, sure. And there's no straws. So he's like mouth to glass on my drink.
The man was thirsty. He had already asked you if he can have a sip of the drink. It is creepy.
So he's like, oh, this is really good, and orders the same exact thing. So of course, when his drink comes out, I'm like, here, you take my drink, I'll take this one. I think that's fair, y'all. I personally think that's fair. But homeboy is even bigger mad. Like, he wanted me to drink off of his mouth, and I don't know why. So I'm just feeling uncomfortable. It's just weird. Conversation's going, but he's just doing too much. So by now his words are slurring. He's a little tipsy. He's like on his second, third drink. Words slurring. He's asking me the same questions that he not only asked me through text, but asked me literally 2 minutes ago. And I'm just like, it's time to go. So the question he keeps asking me is, what type of men I like? And I continue to tell him, I already told you, I like confident. Oh, I'm confident. I look good. I know I look good. And he's from New York. So if you know New York men, it's that type of New York man.
What is that type of New York man? Get in the comments to let me know.
Through a whole lot of uncomfortableness, he forces himself to hold my hand while we're walking to my car. 10 years later, we make it to my car, finally. He's asking me if I had a good time, if I think that we'll be able to go out to meet again. So I'm like, we'll talk tomorrow. And then he tried to kiss me.
If she sounded like that, she may need to question. This guy may be into the TS situation. Get in the comments to let me know. Did you get TS vibes?
So I have a story time, and this one is for the books. So I've been seeing this guy, and we have been seeing each other. The conversation is amazing. We spend quality time together. It's not a relationship. Y'all know I've been celibate for at least
7 or 8 months is not celibate. That's just like, all right, I don't want to sleep with guys at the moment. Now, when you start counting years, then it's celibacy. 7 to 8 months, you just got with the wrong guy. You probably got burnt, and now you're not trusting the next one.
we have really been developing a really good bond and a really good friendship. But tonight, you guys, that sexual tension, it was at an all-time high. Today, I was working on my next YouTube video, Woman is King. He recommended that I go to this coffee shop because sometimes when it comes to like research and stuff like that, I like to do it outside the house because I record inside the house. I've been seeing this guy since the summertime, and it's been very lighthearted, and we really connect on an intellectual level. And so I am being intellectually stimulated. And so this entire time since the summer up until now, I have been mentally stimulated by him. And so I keep getting turned on.
Okay, how come you guys are just not clapping cheeks? Why are you still playing this celibate role when you know you're ready to get nasty?
He knows I'm an impulsive person. So, like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I tried to have sex with him tonight, and he hit me with, I really like you. If I didn't like you, if I didn't care about you, I would definitely take you home and F you. But I really like you. I really like our bond, and I don't want sex to ruin this bond that we are trying to create.
Sounds like to me that's a smart man that you want to keep. He could control his desires, which means that he's going to be more focused in the relationship. But just because you want it, you want him to give it to you because that's where your power is at. This is how a strong man thinks, with his brain and not between his legs. He's just letting you know, I got to see more of you, because if I accidentally go home with you and you accidentally get pregnant, I may be stuck with a crazy woman.
That's something I do. He just used it on me. That's why he recommended this amazing coffee shop. He met me up there because he just bought a house and he had some paperwork that he needed to fill out. And then went and had dinner at this other spot. And like the conversation and the bonding and the vibe, it was just giving very tension. And then he hit me with it. He really walked me to my car, put me in my car, made sure my seatbelt was on, and said, I'll see you tomorrow. I've never been turned down. This is literally straight up said, if this was like 2 weeks within us meeting, I definitely would have gave into this. But he was like, I'm not about to ruin a good thing. He won't even cuddle with me, y'all. He won't even spoon with me. He really put me in my car and told me to go home. Y'all, and then we're out to dinner, and I'm an Aries. Okay, so I do a little, spicy things in public. And so I tried the little footsie trick under the table. You know what I'm talking about, to the girls that do that. And nothing, y'all. Like, he would not give in to me. And I'm just like, is this for real? And then the crazy thing about all of this is like, I'm actually turned more on by this.
You're supposed to be turned on because you're in front of a real man. Now he's playing hard to get. And I hope the guys paid attention to that. Ladies, your only game that you have is a man chasing you. The moment that man controls his desires, he will have complete control over you, and you will be forced to be the woman that he wants.
What's the worst car a man could drive?
Probably a Tesla.
Tesla? Why you say that?
I feel like electric cars are just so feminine, especially like when you have to plug them in from the back. Kind of makes me jealous. I should be the only one being plugged from the back.
And you're right. And then when they're done and they run out of gas, they take you back to the dealership.
Last thing I'll say is learn the Gottman theory. The Gottman theory is whether a marriage will last to 5 years, 7 years, 15 years, or they won't last at all. And it's through identifying what he calls the 4 horsemen, which is contempt, stonewalling, criticism, defensiveness. And if you have all 4 of those things in your relationship, it is guaranteed to fail. And so, do you have contempt? Do you think you're better than your partner? Are you critical? Are you constantly picking at what they do wrong, or are you celebrating what they do right? Are you defensive? You can't hear anything that they do try to say to you for a place to actually grow, because you're so defensive, protecting who you are and how you see yourself. You can't even understand how that person may see you. And lastly is stonewalling, where you shut down. You don't even communicate. Now it's like talking to a wall. If you have those things in a relationship, all 4, you are certain to fail.
Women don't want to be wrong. They'd rather lie than be wrong. It's their nature. It's not a bad thing. I'm not dissing. Women run from submittance in relationships. Let me say this. Men commit in relationships. A woman cannot commit in a relationship. I don't care. Oh, she broke her commitment. She never was committed, bro. They can't. When a man commits to a relationship or a marriage with a woman, he does that in thoughts that it is forever. When a woman submits, she does that in thoughts that this is awesome. And he's awesome. And I love this. And I'm getting what I want. As soon as that stops, she's like, I'm not happy. And she will tear your whole family and legacy apart, bro. And we know
this is why you're not supposed to be the guy that wants to be married. If that woman ain't begging you to marry her, chances are she's not going to submit to you and do what she needs to do to make the relationship work. If you watched this far, go ahead and hit that like button. Definitely share the video. And if this was your first time watching and you like it, subscribe to the channel for more. See you on the next one.